Hi everybody, Happy New Year. There's a topic on the GolfWorks blog called Why Golfers Suck. So there's a myriad of reasons why golfers have a hard time on the golf course. But let me just share one thing with you. If you can figure this one thing out, you're going to play a little much better golf in 2011. Let's take a look at our left arm and our golf club. And here I've got my son's little Walmart special here, just because don't want to break anything in the kitchen. But if we take a look at this condition, here's my left arm, shaft relationship, face relationship. So there it is, and we can pretend that we're sitting this on a table. That's sitting on the table. Now notice that the left wrist isn't cupped because now the club face is facing toward me, and the club face isn't too bowed. Now the club face is facing towards you. So let's keep this as neutral as possible. What happens with really poor players is somewhere in here, typically, the club faces towards you. A friend of mine, Brian Manzella, he uses an expression called twist away. For those players that are aggressively twisting the club toward them, he tells them to twist away. I've had a lot of success in lessons using Brian's expression, twist away. Works really well. But back to the basics of what is going to help you become much better in 2011 is understand this relationship, shaft and left arm, and how your body's going to power this, okay? So here is a condition of me, say, in the backswing. There's my left arm shaft condition. Same as it was right here on the table, so to speak. I've added my right hand to this. So somewhere from an address condition, the left wrist doesn't have to be flat. Some people like to start with a flat left wrist. Personally, I like to start with a bent left wrist. That way I can let it load into this condition in my backswing. And in my backswing, if I do it right, that club face is going to be pretty neutral and match the back of that left hand. It won't be too bowed. Mind you, I prefer to see you here rather than too open. Because open, you've got a lot of twisting about the axis of that golf club to try to time square, to try to time the moment that you're going to hit a shot solidly down the target line. If it's a little bowed, like Graham McDowell and Dustin Johnson, what happens is you can hold off closed and hit a lot of great shots. David Duval was #1 in the world, played a lot of great golf. Lee Trevino held off a closed club face. But it's really hard to have a wide open club face and to time that motion into square. So let's be very aware of this relationship, shaft, left arm and shaft, and how we're going to take this relationship and get it down in front of us. So okay, Martin, there we are. Really easy. I can do this all day long. How do I get this position to a golf ball? Well, it's a combination of things. A combination of a little bit of pivot. I like to call it pivot burst because I feel like there's a little pressure into the ground that bursts up, and a little left arm forearm rotation. And if you go to my YouTube channel, C. Martin Golf, there is a video I put on there a couple of years ago while I'm in a bunker. I'm doing a bunker exercise, and I think that'll help you. But we're taking this position, and we're going to learn how to, with our body and our left forearm, square up the club face so that when the ball comes off this face, it's perfectly square. We want to make sure that this action happens properly. Now, when I start a lesson, I like to watch you hit a full shot. I like to see what's going on. I want to see if you're in balance, where your power source is, all that good stuff. But I really want to have an understanding of what's going on with those hands. What are you doing at the top of your swing? Are you a cupper? Are you a bower? Is your path way inside out? Are you, over the top? And over the top is usually a result of, really being cuppy, and now you can't take this to the ball because if you take that to the ball, where's that club face aiming? So you try to fix that wide open face with super bad path and a lot of right shoulder over the top motion. Whereas you inside outers, run out a right arm and then flip the face so the ball doesn't go right or right. And then you hit a low hook, and a lot of you guys say, oh, I came over that. I'm sorry you didn't come over it. What happened was you ran out of that right arm. That shuts the face faster than anything. And there you go, left of Hillary Clinton. So how you're going to fix this year? Well, let's get that left arm shaft relationship. Let's understand how we're going to take that in front of us here and how this is going to get this face to square. There's a combination of subtle forearm rotation and pivot. Now, let's do this with pitch shots. Just short little shots. Hold your finish. There's my L shape right there. It's in a different orientation than this, but I guarantee you it's that same perspective. There's my little L shape, put it on a table. So let's be very wary of the shaft left arm relationship this year. And yeah, your right arm can help. Your right arm can power. So there's pushing. And now you'll notice I'm not slapping, I'm pushing. You could pop somebody in the nose pretty hard that way. There's a lot of power there. You can sure power this shot. You know, there's a golf machine terminology of hitting, which I'm not, crazy about, but there's a hit for you. And that would produce a pretty good pitch shot out there. But let's just focus on this relationship and how we're going to get better at maintaining all those little neutral things without being too open or closed. Let's let that L work through impact into short shots and then build into longer full shots. So that is going to get you from sucking to playing better golf. All right? I hope there's a lot of great golf in front of you in 2011. On the Tour Striker side of things, I've got a great training aid coming out in a few weeks. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to show it off at the PGA show at the end of the month. And I appreciate all your support out there. Tour Striker's done really well for the family, so thank you. And I'm glad to help you guys out there in Web World. Take care.